The Moon Hunters. Once upon a time, in the enchanted land of Iceland, one evening, a young Eskimo boy gazed up and saw the moon glowing brilliantly above a nearby mountain. The boy's heart danced with excitement. He thought that if he could climb to the top of the mountain, he could catch the moon and roll it down into the valley to his village. How wonderful it would be to have the moon's gentle light in their igloos during the long, dark winter nights. Even without seal oil for their lamps, the moon would provide a perfect glowing light. Being a kind-hearted boy, he dreamt of sharing the moon's light with everyone in the village. They could build a magnificent igloo where everyone could gather, and the moon would light up their evenings with its silvery glow. So he gathered all the young Eskimo boys, and they were thrilled by his splendid idea. Singing joyful songs, they set off in a merry group to climb the mountain and bring the moon down. As they reached the top of the mountain, the moon seemed to float just out of reach, teasing them with its shimmering light. It hung in the sky, looking close, but always just beyond their grasp. They stretched their arms as high as they could, but none of them could touch it. Their arms were too short. One of the boys had a bright idea. He suggested they try climbing another mountain, thinking they might have better luck there. Determined not to go home without the moon, they descended the mountain and gazed up again. This time the moon was shining on the highest peak of another mountain. Off they went, full of hope, to climb that mountain too. But when they reached the top, the moon floated away again, just out of reach. They tried every mountain in the land, but each time they got close, the moon would gently drift away, laughing playfully at their efforts. Tired and disappointed, they finally decided to return home without the moon. As they walked back, one of the boys had a whimsical thought. Perhaps the moon was shy and scared of them, which is why it kept drifting away. He began to sing a sweet, enchanting song to the moon, and the others joined in. Dear moon, come roll into our pocket so bright. A feast of buttered bread awaits you tonight. But the moon didn't want to roll into their pockets. It wasn't tempted by the promise of buttered bread. It continued to float gracefully in the sky, giggling at their playful song. Exhausted but still full of wonder, the boys returned to their village without the moon and without the grand igloo they had dreamt of. They continued to use their seal oil lamps, appreciating the warm, flickering light they provided. And the moon's light remained a magical gift for all who looked up at the night sky.